Have you ever wanted to play old school RuneScape Leagues when the season is over? Well, that happened to me. I was playing a lot of WoW recently for the videos and I wasn't able to play this season of Leagues, which got me thinking, what if there was an old school RuneScape plugin that allows you to experience the League game mode just in a format that's a lot worse than the original? Instead of completing tasks to unlock powerful abilities and creating interesting builds, you use points to randomly roll items. Basically, every item in the game, besides quest-only items, is locked until you roll it. These are the 8 item categories: weapons, armor, accessories, resources, consumables, ammo/runes, tools, and finally Misc items. Items that are locked can still be banked, but they can't be equipped or used for anything. So, for example, if you have an iron bar unlocked, you can make any iron item with it, but the created item has to be unlocked so that you can actually equip and use it. The items can be unlocked by doing tasks that already exist in all of the leagues that have been released so far. We have a total of 2,700 tasks, give or take a few, and about 13,000 items to unlock. Each of the tasks corresponds to its difficulty in the leagues and provides the points like so. Easy tasks give 2 points, medium 6, hard 12, elite 20 points. So let's see how this goes. We start off in the tutorial island and complete it as usual, as there's no way of getting around it. I'm going to be picking hardcore Iron Man mode, but I'm not going to focus on the hardcore aspect too much. I plan on keeping it for as long as possible, but I don't think it should be the main focus here. And we're finally in Lumbridge. I get rid of all the items from Tutorial Island, and the only item that we have unlocked from the start is coins, as starting off without them would be insanely hard. Let's start gaining some points and unlocking some items. The first task that we complete is to kill a rat, and after that we kick a spider. Both of these tasks reward us with 2 points each. Let's unlock our first items. At first I think the best idea is to focus on tools, since they're important both for leveling and for questing purposes as well. With our 2 first rolls we unlock a holy mold and then a bruma torch. Both are completely useless at the moment. Not the best start currently, but let's keep going. I go on to kill a ram in one of the pastures and that's 2 more points gained. Then we kill a chicken with our fists, that's 2 more points as well. And we can roll for items once again. We get a looting bag that is closed. It's still a usable item and could be useful in the future, but we have to unlock the open variant as well if we want to use it. And next we get a bronze pickaxe, and that's incredibly lucky, especially at the start. That's basically mining unlocked. The other pickaxes just improve your speed and XP rate, but otherwise we can use it till the end of the game. I remember that one of the guys near the Lumbridge mine gives you one, so I make my way to him. And yeah, I was right. Let's get to mining then. The first mining task that we do is to mine a copper ore, and that's 2 more points. After that we need to mine piped-in ore. That's another easy task done. It seems the other easy mining tasks are not going to be so easy for me, as some of them require you to have items which I don't have currently or areas I can't reach at the moment. Now that we have 2 more rolls, let's keep going with tools. I'd like to unlock some basics like a chisel, a knife, a tinderbox, and at least an axe. Getting all of them is going to be a massive struggle, but that's what I signed up for. We roll and we unlock a candle lantern that is both unlit and specifically has a black candle inside. After that, a mithril cannon. I wanted to keep specific items like the lantern separate just to make the mode a bit more brutal. We get 4 more points for praying at the altar at the Lumbridge church and for using the northern staircase at the castle. We get an empty oil lantern and a used strange old lockpick. Yeah, so far, besides the pickaxe, we don't have anything great. I just noticed that I didn't mark the task that I achieved my first level up. That's 2 more points. Well, I don't see many other better tasks, so I should go back to mining for now. I mine some more back at the Lumbridge mine, and just like that, we get to level 5 mining. While doing that, we get a gem, and that's 2 more points. After getting to level 10 mining, we complete another easy task. And the role outcomes are a Slayer Bell, a Karamban vessel, a beginner hunter's loot sack. Now that I think about it, that probably should have gone to the Misc category. A fancy jewelry box. After that we cast a home teleport and enter the Death's Domain. For that we earn 4 more points, which helps us unlock a needle, which is surprisingly a pretty good roll as it's needed for many quests. The next roll after that unlocks a gnome bowl mold. which would be insane to utilize as this food item has an insane amount of steps to create. So I don't think it's going to be possible for a long time. We dance in the graveyard for another couple of points and cry at the wheat field for 2 more. For our trouble, we get a rosewood repair kit and a teasing stick as well. Maybe that will be a good way of leveling hunter, but I need some more tools like an axe and a knife to actually hunt with it. But hoping for good RNG clearly isn't working out. I need a strategy and I need to actually earn more points before I softlock myself. Near Falador there's a farm where I kill some chickens and get my defense to level 10. I want to keep my defense up and my combat level as low as possible for the moment. I go on to speak to the portmaster in Port Sarim and we get 2 more points. We make it to the Remington mine and there we get 2 more after mining some clay. For my plan to work, I need to roll in the resource category. We unlock a grimy Marentil, and after doing the Draenor course, we unlock 2 more easy tasks. And we got a mahogany seedling, a cactus seed, and redwood logs unlocked. These items are good in theory, but right now they're just too high level. I pickpocket a citizen next and get another easy task done. And I only just now noticed that there was an easy task for getting a Mark of Grace, which we have already done, so that's 2 more points. Instead of rolling in the resource category like I planned, the gambler's fallacy gets the better of me and I roll for tools again. We get a steel axe and a cocktail guide. That's 23 items unlocked so far. And this is going a lot faster than I imagined. I continue doing the Draenor agility course and we get to level 20 agility. Besides this task, we also completed the task that requires us to achieve our first level 20. These points are used to unlock an Abyssal Lantern and then a Steel Felling Axe. Now that our agility level is a bit higher, we can do the Alcarid agility course, and getting through the gate is another easy task. Completing the course itself is an additional 2 points, and defeating a goblin is 2 more. I get to level 5 thieving by pickpocketing citizens and make my way to Barrock. There I upset the homeless and get 2 more points. We unlock a bronze javelin, a Tazar fire rune pack, some soaked pages, and a water rune pack. I decided to place charge items like the pages or Zulra scales in the ammo rune slot as it basically functions as ammo. With level 5 thieving, we're able to steal a cup of tea from the stall in Barrock for 2 more points, and I make my way to Edgeville as I'm near the town and I use the lever there to teleport to the wilderness. After doing that task, I make my way to the Feryx Enclave. We roll for tools once again and get a green firelighter, an empty sapphire lantern, and some shears. We're basically 1/3 of the way for completing Sheep Shear. While I'm at the wilderness, I make my way to the Western Chaos Altar. Praying there gives us 2 more points, and I enter the Wilderness God Dwarves dungeon as well. And that's 2 easy tasks done in just a few minutes. I make my way out of the wilderness and spend the points to unlock a drift net and a teak repair kit. Since I'm working on the WoW video at the same time, I've got a lot of time to AFK. So this is the perfect moment to put my plan into action. If you don't already know, the Edgeville Monastery has monks you can fight that barely deal any damage and also heal themselves, so it's a pretty good spot if you want to AFK for long amounts of time. They even heal you if you ask them, so yeah, it's pretty convenient and I'm going to stay here and level my defense as much as possible. A few hours of AFKing later, we got level 20 defense and then level 20 hit points, and eventually even level 40 defense. First medium task is done, and for that we are rewarded with 6 points. Besides the easy tasks, this is the first medium task that we have completed. Not the most exciting grind, but it had to be done for my plan to be put into action. We're going to focus on resources now. We roll a spirit seedling, a cave goblin wire, some blessed bone shards, unfinished spicy crunchies, copro nickel bar, and cotton seeds. Bone shards theoretically could be extremely useful for what I want to do, but since I have to have blessed wine unlocked too, I can't utilize them at the moment. Alright, for now that's more than enough trading. Let's do some more easy tasks. Back in the Feryx Enclave, I order a drink at the Old Knight. Can't actually drink it, but it still rewards us with 2 more points. I go on to defeat a goblin that is holding a spear for 2 more points, and we also defeat a barbarian in the barbarian village. We take down a mugger in Barrock and get 2 more points. Let's roll for some resources again. What I'm actually looking for is either big bones or regular bones, or any sort of bones that can be accessed pretty easily. To actually level at a normal pace, I'd like to utilize the Chaos Temple in the wilderness while my combat level is low. I'm still playing a hardcore Ironman, at least for now, so I'd like to keep it as long as possible. The roles reward us with bull bones, which could be gained if I was able to defeat a boss back in Lumbridge, but with my current level and gear, that is basically impossible. Next up, we get a pheasant egg, used for forestry, but we can't do that at the moment. And finally, an unfinished bata and some mahogany logs. The logs could actually be useful if I wanted to make some planks, and definitely this item is probably the best unlock that we got out of this bunch. Most quests are inaccessible because I'm missing too many items, but there are some mini quests that I can do. So I'd like to do the natural history quiz, and the RuneLite quest helper plugin is a massive time saver here. Completing the quiz gives us some kudos and also XP for level 9 Slayer and Hunter. And another easy task is done. We spend those points on another resource roll and we unlock a tainted essence chunk. Can't use it. While AFKing, I noticed that some of the tasks for thieving are kind of easy, so by using the lever in Edgeville, I teleport to RD, and there I started thieving as much as possible. First we stole some bread from the bakery stall, then a chocolate slice, and that gives us a total of 4 points. Then we make it to level 20 thieving and steal some silk from the stall for an additional 4 points. We unlock bleached bones, which could be useful in theory, but we need to get to Mauritania first, and to do that we need to complete Priest in Peril, and we have almost none of the items required to complete that quest. Then we get unsold ogre heads unlocked, then some sun-kissed bones, and a turned feather from sailing. I continued thieving until level 25, but that doesn't give us any other task completions. I go north to Relica, and then we defeat a rooster and get 2 more points. And with our high defense level, we're able to take down a rock crab. And that's another easy task completed. The 3 Gnome stronghold is pretty close from here, so I go and pay it a visit. After that I get 1 more task done after I complete the Gnome stronghold agility course. Then after that I go south and visit the 3 Gnome village, which gives us 2 more points. We roll for some items again and we unlock a blue-rite bar, a watered oak seedling, orange tree seed, some Yanilian hops, and yet another unfinished bata. Nothing else to do here, so I teleport back to Lumbridge. There I pickpocket a ham member, I enter the Draenor Manor, and pick 6 potatoes, wheat and cabbages. We go to Turiel to get our very first Slayer task that requires us to kill 23 birds, and that's 2 more points. Near him is the Brimhaven dungeon, and entering it gives us 2 additional points. Near Falador there's also a group of mages, and one of them can turn you into a mushroom. We annoy him for a bit, get turned into a mushroom, and get 2 additional points. We unlock Gorilla Bones, Blisterwood Logs, Celastra Seedling, Blessed Hydra Bones, Uncut Jade, and some Flight and Hide. Pretty much all of these items are unusable at the moment, except for maybe Jade if I unlock a Chisel. From Palador I go to Catherby and pick some wheat. We buy some shears from a trader crew member and pick 6 flax, completing both an achievement and a task in the process. Back in Lumbridge, we ask Hans what our age is, and basically the same thing happens here. We go on to kill a frog in the Lumbridge swamp after that, and then a scorpion in the Alkrid mine. We go on to ask for a quest from Bob for 2 more points, and after doing a couple of laps at the Alkrid agility course, I noticed that I missed the Draenor agility course tasks. That's 2 medium tasks down for 12 more points in total. I noticed as well that there's a task for completing 50 laps. I was at 39 laps at the moment, so I might as well do 11 more. And with that task done, that's 6 more points gained. We got 32 points saved up, and something useful must come out of this, so let's get rolling. We get a bunch of herbs, seeds, and unfinished potions, just general junk. The only thing that stands out is the blessed big bones, but we have no way to use them right now. I go on to do more agility in Alkrid, and there I noticed that I missed 2 more medium tasks, which are to achieve my first level 30 and level 40. That's 12 more points gained. Luck isn't on my side, so I decide to switch up the categories I'm rolling for. So I try my luck at rolling some tools once again. I get blue dye bellows, whatever those are, and I actually switch it up. I try to unlock some gear. My defense is high enough so I can wear some armor now, so let's give it a chance. And we get the mythical max hood, basically an item that we're not going to have, and an elite void top. I have no words, let's just keep going. With level 30 agility finally achieved, we're able to do the Varrock agility course now. So I start making my way there. I defeat a dark wizard for an easy task, and pick a cabbage in Varrock for 2 easy tasks. I complete 2 more tasks by doing the Varrock agility course and then doing it 9 times more. And we got 12 points now. For rolling in the resource category, we get a rosewood seedling, a raw bream, iron ore, a water papaya seedling, and finally, after so many fucking tries, we unlock regular bones. The last roll I use for tools and get the magic secateurs, which can be amazing if we ever manage to get them. So overall, pretty good. Besides the secateurs and the bones, the iron ore could be useful once we have smithing required to smelt it. I decide to mine 50 iron ore and 10 silver ore for a couple of medium tasks. I'm near a mine at the moment and I might as well get it out of the way. We get to level 20 mining in the process, and that's another easy task done. I continue on mining shooting stars as it's pretty AFK. For mining a star, we complete a task that gives us a whopping 12 points, and it's kind of weird being the only guy with a bronze pick mining it, but it's the only thing we can use at the moment. The stardust that we mine can be used for anything, but I'm going to save it up for later. Right now, this is a pretty good method that doesn't require a lot of input. We got 26 points in total now, and we got bones unlocked, which will allow us to complete more tasks. First off, we bury some bones. Then, I go on to feed a stray dog some bones as well for another task, and now we have 30 points to spend in total. For the first time ever, I think I'm going to try and unlock some weapons. Maybe we'll get something good. Let's give it a shot. We unlock a poison bronze knife, a Sardaman rune scimitar, a corrupted blade of Saldor, some dragon darts, an Iban staff, and a Carol's crossbow. It had some good stuff, but nothing we can use at the moment. Alright, I think it's time that we actually use those bones that we unlocked. So, I go to Wilderness and try out a few different spots where I can collect some bones. In the process, I complete the task to bury 6 bones in total. That gains me 2 additional points. And after collecting the full inventory of bones, I go to the Western Chaos Altar. It's a popular PvP spot, and I wouldn't be able to do this in relative safety if my level was higher. So that was the reason why I tried to level up only defense and keep my combat level as low as possible. Sacrificing some bones at the altar completes another task, and a single inventory is able to get us to level 9. The XP per inventory is around 800. It's definitely not fast, but it's the best method that we have at the moment. With a higher prayer level now achieved, I'm able to do the task to restore 5 points at the altar, which I do in the Ferox Enclave. Each inventory gives us a few prayer levels, and we make it to level 18. We do the task to use the prayer's superhuman strength and improved reflexes for 2 points. I decide to use the points I earned in the ammo/rune category, as runes are mandatory for leveling magic, which is insanely important at the start of the game, and it's by far the most important skill. Instead of runes, we get steel javelins P++, some Castle Wars arrows, and enchanted jade bolts, and lastly moonlight antler bolts. Nothing useful. A few more inventories of bones later, we get the level 20 prayer task done. The plan is actually working. There are some PKers around, some of them do try and attack me, but my combat is too low and they are unable to fight me. But prayer does increase our combat level slowly, and after a little bit of grinding we get to level 25 combat, which completes another task for 2 points. For the first time ever, I decide to use one roll on the consumable category and we unlock some chopped tomatoes. Yeah, it's not something we're going to use anytime soon probably. The other 2 points we spend on the ammo/rune category, and we unlock Nightmare Zone water runes. And yeah, this is a separate item from the regular water runes, so it's basically a wasted roll. But with that, we have 100 items unlocked so far. We're getting close to unlocking a single % of all of the items in the game that are available to us. I got to level 37 prayer and decided to take a little break and do some mining. I focused on doing shooting stars once again, and on the way to some of them I was able to complete a few tasks, like for example defeating a snake on the island of Karamja for 2 points. I got a clue scroll geode for additional 6, and I got to level 33 mining and mined 15 coal for 6 more points as well. And while in Paldor, I got myself a haircut for 2 more. I forgot to record it, but we also got to 250 total level, which gives us another 2 points. With 18 points saved up, I start rolling, and once again we try the tool category. The first item that we got is an iron pickaxe, and it's actually an upgrade to our bronze one. We're off to a good start. After that we unlock a large rune pouch, then some super compost, a water skin with 4 doses, a sanguine ornament kit, a purple firelighter, and a gardening trowel. Most of it wasn't that great, but we got ourselves an upgrade and I know just where to get it. I make my way to Relica, where there's an iron pickaxe spawn. I could have probably bought it, but I don't have that much money to spend at the moment, so I'd rather save it. I went back to the wilderness and continued leveling prayer. We got to level 40 for 6 points more, and only 3 levels are left before we unlock all overhead protection prayers. The points I continue to spend on the tool category, and we managed to unlock a new wand, which is basically our main hunter leveling method at the moment, and it can help us complete a few tasks. A blood talisman, and a rod mold. Although it's a quest item, it can be used after the quest to gain experience, so it still serves a purpose and it has to be unlocked. The same goes for other unlockable items like Silverlight or Excalibur. If they serve a purpose after the quest, they have to be unlocked. I forgot to mark it earlier, but we got level 40 mining and then level 50 mining after that, which allows us to complete a task, reach your first level 50 and reach your first level 40 for a total of 12 points. As mining stars is relatively AFK, I continue to do that as it won't interfere with the production process for other videos. And if we get to level 55, we can mine some mithril ore and get 12 more points if we do it specifically in Varlamore. If I remember correctly, the Children of the Sun quest doesn't have any item requirements, and we should be able to complete it. The points I spend on the tool category once again, and we unlock a Master Scroll Book, which is absolutely useless, a Bottomless Compost Bucket, a Plant Cure, an Echo Ornament Kit, more Ogre Bellows, and a Charred Infernal Pickaxe. I didn't record it, but we got the Drunken Dwarf to show up and he gave us a kebab for an additional 6 points. While I was in the Ferox Enclave grinding prayer, I ran into one of the Carter brothers who gave me a kebab for 12 more points. Just a little more grinding later, I finally got to level 43 prayer, and with that we have all of the protection prayers unlocked. It happened a lot sooner than I expected. Now that we have 24 points, let's see what we can get. We get a Demonic Trident Ornament Kit, a bunch of lanterns and torches in various forms, a Twisted Ancestral Color Kit, but the two main interesting items are a medium rune pouch and especially a tinderbox, because it's the main item required to level firemaking. We go on to get 2 more points by defeating a guard. I noticed that there were some incredibly easy tasks for thieving, so I grinded out as much thieving as possible while waiting for some stars. I got to level 31 thieving and made my way to Kurend. While there, I completed the task to restore 14 prayer points, and that's another medium task done, after which I completed the fruit stall task too. So yeah, that's 2 more points. This method is usually faster, but as I don't have strange fruit unlocked, I can't restore my run energy, and I mostly have to utilize a single stall. As it turns out, it's still the best method by far at the moment, so I continue using it until I get to level 40. After teleporting back to Lumbridge, I make my way to Draenor and steal from the master farmers there for an additional 6 points. After that, I go to Barrock and steal from the guards there. They have 2 tasks that can be completed at the same time, which are to steal from the guard and to steal from a Barrow guard specifically. So yeah, that's 12 more points. All the points we earned we spend on tools once again and get a bunch of garbage items, but for once we get something useful, which is the iron axe. That means basically woodcutting is unlocked now. So far we unlocked over 100 items and we have roughly over 12,900 of them to go. Let's see how this goes in the next video. So if you like unusual ways of modifying games, consider subscribing. I'm not able to share this plugin right now, but if anyone competent in the RuneLite scene wants to make it public, you can go for it. You're more than welcome to actually. That's it for now. See you in the next one.